Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to my E3 EA 2016 press conference reaction video. So, EA had their press conference just a little bit ago. Sorry this video is so late. I had some recording issues. I think they've finally been taken care of. Won't go into that. Just gonna stick to what this video is about. So EA just did their stuff. Wasn't super impressed with EA. A good half of their press conference was about sports games, which is what I was expecting. I really just don't care about sports games. I know there's a market out for them, but like I said, I literally just tuned it out. Completely. They looked cool. They look realistic. EA is going to do some stuff where they do more competitions within the game, so it's like more interactive, I guess. But meh. So after some introductions about them switching back and forth between a press conference in England, I believe, and then LA. Ooh, really cool. EA came out swinging with Titanfall 2, which is one of their big reveals at this year's press conference. The biggest reveal about it, number one, Titanfall 2 is coming to PS4. And the second reveal was that they have a fantastic single-player campaign this time around. I can't remember if the first one had a single-player campaign or not. I never did play it because, one, not super into first-person shooters, but also it was an Xbox exclusive game, and I don't have an Xbox. So what I am going to do, I'm going to switch over. One of the cool things they talked about for the single-player campaign. This is the single-player campaign trailer, by the way. It's going to be a really cool bond between Pilot and the mech, and how they grow as teammates, basically. And for what it showed was actually a really cool trailer, and I'm going to play like my favorite part, basically, in the trailer. By the way, EA, please don't sue me.
What are your protocols?
I just like your games.
Protocol 1. Link to Pilot. Protocol 2. Uphold the mission.
Gotta uphold that mission.
Protocol 3.
Whoa, it's lagging a little bit.
Protect the pilot.
I get tickled by that every time. The AI is so cool, and it has such a cool voice. Like it's very believable as a character. Getting some lag on the video now. It's probably still experiencing some of those encoding issues that I was having.
Stand by for Titanfall.
But the game looks really cool. And you know, not being into first-person shooters, I am into anime and mechs, so it looks like a pretty cool game. This is another great part here.
Trust me.
I don't know if I can trust you if you're throwing me across the building. So October 28th, 2016 is when that comes out, and that's actually pretty exciting. So the next kind of thing they talked about was a lot of their Star Wars games. They talked really big, but they really didn't show jack shit about Star Wars games. They interviewed all the big developers that are connected to EA, like Ubisoft and DICE and stuff that are making these really fantastic Star Wars games. But they were just like, yeah, we got some Star Wars games coming out in the next 3 years. It should be great. Look forward to it. Like, dude, I felt that was a letdown. That was really stupid. Another stupid thing, well, I don't want to say it's stupid. Another thing they talked about, which they were also very vague on it, the way it would work. Something within the Star Wars franchises and sports franchises that they own. You can somehow through achievements or DLC downloads or something, you can acquire these special packs of in-game only items or certain things. And then when you get those, they like donate money to these charities. Like, it was all really weird and convoluted. My kids were running around screaming, so I maybe did not hear it correctly. But it was weird, to say the least. But I don't know. It was just not necessarily weird, like, oh, why are you donating to people? More like, Like, what? Say it again? I'm unclear of how this works. Kind of weird. So there was that. The next big game they talked about was the new Mass Effect. I really hope this Mass Effect comes out on the PS4. I hope it's not an Xbox One exclusive. Maybe we'll find that out at Xbox's press conference tomorrow. But they talked about how big the game is going to be, and how much of a difference the game, like how much more customization and how much more choices and certain things that you are going to have the ability to do in the new game. I'm going to show a quick trailer of that as well. Switching over here. There we go. I wonder if that caught my audio. I'm going to show a quick trailer of that as well here.
Teeming with alien life and civilization.
The new game almost reminds me like a Fallout exploration, but in space, obviously. The premise is like humans are starting to explore the stars and find new homes for themselves.
Are waiting to be discovered.
It's supposed to be running on the Frostbite engine, so we're going to get a lot more customization to the game.
Lose yourself. A whole new galaxy for you to explore.
It looks very cool. I've always been a fan of the Mass Effect games, but I've never really had a real opportunity to play them because they've all been Xbox exclusives. I really hope the audio is not too loud. I have a feeling it is. But it looks cool. Mass Effect Andromeda. They didn't really release a release date. Hopefully we'll see some release dates for it soon, because this game looks like it's going to be a ton of fun as well. So the other really big thing that EA talked about was Battlefield 1. Now, I'm not a huge first-person shooter fan. I've never played any of the Battlefield games. What I did like about this one was obviously it's finally something new from the Battlefield franchise, instead of being like World War II or like modern stuff where you're fighting terrorists or other bullshit in the Middle East or something stupid. It was finally something new. It's about World War I, which hasn't been done before to my knowledge. Seemed really cool. I know a lot of people are going to be excited for that one. There is a beta later this summer. I'm personally just not excited about it, but I'm sure many of you out there are definitely excited about it. So the last thing, when they started to talk about it, I got really excited because I thought they were going to unveil Unraveled 2. But it wasn't Unraveled 2. It started talking about how, hey, remember Unraveled, how cool it was last year? By the way, we're still supporting indie developers and making really cool games. Here's a new one coming out. And this game blew me away. It was by far my favorite of, I think, the E3 press conference. Yeah, I might be liking the God, what do you call it? Might be liking Titanfall a little bit more. But this is Feed. The premise is you're this little creature that's new to a forest, and the developers talked about how like all of nature, plants, animals, human beings, they're all intertwined and have a symbiotic relationship with each other. So if one's affected, that affects the other. And that's what this game's really about. And you have to learn different songs to communicate with different plants or animals, which was really, really fantastic. I hope to see more of this game in the future soon, because it's going to be one of the games that I will be playing. I don't know if I'll play it for my channel or not, but it's definitely a good one. Those guys there, those are the bad guys of the game, and they've kind of come to the forest. They're new to the forest like you, but they've come to kind of destroy the forest, deploy its resources and such. So it should be really cool. It's got such a beautiful artistic style. I love those blacks and those purples. Really fantastic game. So in closing for EA, I didn't feel let down. I felt what I got is what I expected. I'm losing my train of thought here. I was disappointed I didn't see Unravel 2 or a new Dead Space game. But they did show off some cool stuff. So from EA, I'm most excited for Fe and probably Titanfall 2 because it's coming to PS4 and it's got a single player campaign, which I'll be pretty excited for and to play. Other than that, a lot of the others, well, besides Mass Effect would be interesting to me, but I don't know if it's going to be out on the PS4, and I probably won't have an Xbox in time to play it. So, tell me what you guys were most excited about. What did you find the most interesting in EA's press conference? Was there anything that I missed that I didn't talk about that I should have? Let me know in the comments below. We'll talk about it and have some fun. Until the next video, be kind to each other, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.